Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now in today's video, we are going to be looking at our more recent swing trade this past week. I always think it's important to do trade recaps on strategies that's working, but more importantly, what's not working, so you can focus on the strategies that work. So this past week here, we took one trade making over $1,500, which is absolutely crazy, and we're continuing to hold this stock here, so this thing could easily be 2,000, 2,200 by the time it's all said and done. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this, and if you guys want to learn how to find these stocks and strategies and the approach and all that stuff, check out our school. It's fantastic. We have private live streams, quizzes, lectures, a group chat, but more importantly, we actually teach you to trade. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not alerts or anything like that. This is honest strategies that I've learned over the past 7 years. So click that link, sign up, and let's have a quick word from today's sponsor, which is the best broker that I've been using over the past 7 years. I know a lot of you are just getting started with investing, and one app that I've been using is called Moomoo. It's super beginner friendly, but still gives you pro level tools like live market data, easy to read charts, and news all in one place. And the best part, new users can get up to 60 free stocks when you open up an account with qualifying deposit. And honestly, that's actually why I tried it, and I've been using it ever since. Check out the link down below if you guys are curious. So if you guys are just watching this video, sign up with our school and sign up with Moomoo. And now enough with that, let's dive into this. So the reason why I always try to do trade recaps or weekly recaps is because I think it's incredibly important for you and myself to review your positions. Honestly, as a new trader, one way where you can, become more confident and profitable is by reviewing your trades. Figure out what works, but more importantly, what doesn't work, so you can focus on the strategies that work. So this past week here, we took one trade making over $1,500, which is incredible. That's exactly what we look for. So enough with that. Let's jump in and show you guys the trade and give you guys our weekly recap here. So as of right now here, we're holding a variety of different positions, right? From FOA, which was the main swing trade this past week. We got MAGS, which is the Magnificent 7 ETF, NVIDIA, Google, Amazon, Tesla, Visa, Berkshire Hathaway, QQQ, VU, and Meta. We're up on every single one other than Berkshire Hathaway. All the other ones were up very, very handsomely on, and you guys can see we've been just kind of averaging down as the stock sells off. Not too worried about it, because all these other stocks way outweigh the total profit of, or total loss of, Berkshire Hathaway. So not too worried about it here. But as far as, the FOA trade here, the first thing we look for is a stock on an upward trend. You guys can see as we zoom in, the stock's gone from $4 to $32 in less than a year. Huge move. Then went from $32 all the way down to about $18. Huge sell-off. And honestly, a really good breakout would have been right here at that $20 mark. But hey, we don't have a time machine to go back and look at this thing. But one thing we can do is build that strategy here that works well for these types of plays. So, why we got alerted with our scanner is because it was hitting that 200-day moving average line. You guys can see in the past, it's hit it once, twice, 3 times. Each and every time it hits it, we have that natural tendency of getting buying pressure. So then the stock here sold off like crazy, going from $25 to $19. That's a 20% decline in price, which for a big company, that's millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars of market cap getting wiped away. Now here, as we look at this, the next thing, so we have a stock on an upward trend hitting that moving average line. It's also undervalued on that RSI, trading for 30, which historically anything under a 40 is undervalued. The last time it was trading for a 30, it was back in this range, and what happened right after? Good move of buying pressure. So now here, let's go back and review this. We got a stock on an upward trend, sold off down to that 200-day moving average line. It's undervalued on that RSI. Now, the next thing we do is we go to that 1 hour time frame. Going to that 1 hour time frame, what we focus on and seek out is those breakouts. So you guys can see just that general downward trend here. We threw an alert above it. The stock popped up to 2150. That was our entry. The thought process behind this trade was very simple. Entering here at that 2150, keeping stops around that low at 19 for a possible push up to resistance up here at $24 to $25. That gives a risk versus reward of 3.3 to 1, meaning I'm risking $1 to make essentially $3 a share, which is really, really good. Now, the reason why we're holding this trade right now is because you guys can see that new trend line is just letting the stock rally its way up. So we're going to just keep our stop loss below 24.15. If it dips down below that, we'll cover profit. The reason why we're doing this on this trend line is because it can easily hit this a couple more times and get buying pressure. And if it dips down below it, we're just going to cover profit and move on to other plays. It's a really solid strategy that works extremely well for these types of stocks. Now, you guys can see most of our other plays are very, very similar. Great breakout here on the daily. NVIDIA, as we zoom out, this one here, why we got in. Look at this. Great breakout, right? You guys can see entering popped up like crazy. Google, very similar, right? Great breakout. Amazon, great breakout. Tesla's the only play that we really did a trend line play a lot. And you guys can see it's actually been changing a little bit the new trend. It's kind of forming more like this here, which is fine. So you guys can see new trend. We got Visa, very similar breakout. We got Berkshire Hathaway. This one here we're down on a little bit. We got QQQ. We're up handsomely on. Same with VU. You guys can see the great breakout there. Meta, very similar. Great breakout, getting in on those entry points. So, the biggest thing about these types of strategies, these types of approaches, is to just stick to what you know. You guys will notice that like 99% of the stocks I'm holding right now are with the same strategy, the same approach, and we're up on almost every single one. So, guys, if you guys want to learn more about trading, check out our school. It's awesome. I'll see you guys in there. Don't forget the broker we use is Moomoo. So if you guys want to sign up, completely free to do so. I'll see you guys in there. Like, follow, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.